Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase. Today I'm going to be going over some more KotLC Book 9 STELLARLUNE theories. As you all probably know, we have gotten a lot of information from Unlocked, and I'm going to be using some of that in this video to theorize about what's happening in Book 9, as well as some stuff that we got on the cover, and just some of the stuff in my brain, obviously. Quickly, before we do get into the video, I do want to talk about my new song that's coming out. It's called Hide No More. It's coming out next Friday, April 8th, and you can pre-save the song right now using the link in the description. It takes like 2 seconds. All you have to do is put in your Spotify email address, and I think that's it. And once doing that, I will give you a teaser of the music video before the music video comes out, so make sure to do that. Pre-save my song. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Okay, so first I want to talk about Glimmer. We have been recently introduced to Glimmer. Glimmer is a fairly new character in terms of the Keeper of Lost Cities series. She was kind of getting suspicions from, Lady Gisela, and she and Tam escaped into the Lost Cities, and that's where they reside now, more with the Black Swan. But my theory is to be like, is Glimmer going to be in the Black Swan? It's too good to be true in my eyes. In my eyes, you can have whatever opinion you want, but I don't think Glimmer is a good person or like is gonna work towards the good side. I just don't see Shannon writing that narrative. My opinion is that Glimmer is going to be like this double agent. She's really, working for the Neverseen, but she's gonna report all of the activities that the Black Swan are doing to the Neverseen, and I think it's gonna be really, really interesting if it does happen. Like the Neverseen, kind of like the Alvar incident, they send this like trusted person in, like this new Alvar or Glimmer, and they try to glean as much information as they can from the Black Swan using this person. I think it would be really, really interesting to see if they sent in a double agent. But I could also see Glimmer like being that double agent. She's like working for the Neverseen, but then she starts sympathizing with the Black Swan and then, shifts to their side. There's just so much interesting stuff here, but I really don't think Glimmer has good intentions, at least in the start. I think those intentions might shift somewhere, but Glimmer is very, very sussy to me. I just think this whole thing is too good to be true, and I'm so curious if Tam and Glimmer get together, because there's the whole Tam and Beyond flirtation going on. If Tam starts going with Glimmer, then there's the open up for Dex and Beyond to be together, and that would be insane. So I'm all for that. I think the most likely scenario that I want would be like Glimmer being a double agent, but then her switching sides to Black Swan, and then Tam and Glimmer being together. Okay, next theory. Alright, so in the cover of STELLARLUNE, you can see the following people. You can see Sophie, Maruca, and Morella. Now this theory is going to be centered around Maruca. We might go into Morella a little bit later in this video. Maruca, as you can see and as you know, is a ciniopath, and I'm going to bring you back to Legacy when we figured out that Maruca was a ciniopath. Lady Gisela found out about Maruca's powers, and she threatened Maruca like, "We will get you," or something. I can't remember the exact wording, but she threatened Maruca. There is never like a lack of ciniopath, especially with Rye on the Neverseen being weak and injured and not being able to use his powers. The Neverseen are in such a need for a ciniopath, so I'm really, really curious. I have a feeling that Maruca is in danger and that she'll need the help of, Sophie and Morella to like stay safe. Next, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while in terms of, STELLARLUNE itself, but I do think that Lady Gisela could have potentially triggered Keefe's new abilities. I don't really know how to describe Keefe's ability, but I think that Gisela might have triggered it at a specific time to weaken the Black Swan. I think she knew, because someone, raising them for so long. I think she would have known Keefe's reaction in running away to the Lost Cities and not wanting to hurt everyone, and that Sophie and maybe a small squad of her friends like Morella and Maruca would go after Keefe, leaving the Black Swan vulnerable. I think this could have been an intentional ploy by the Neverseen, where there is this distraction, and that distraction is literally Keefe's powers. Because what else was the purpose of Gisela triggering these abilities? We didn't really find out in Unlocked, and I don't think we will find out. I think it is to pull Keefe away and Sophie away, because Sophie is the key holding the Black Swan together. And once Sophie leaves and tries to find Keefe out of her rashness, Lady Gisela knows Sophie's reaction as well, the Black Swan is left just sitting there without their Moonlark. Both sides are vulnerable. Lady Gisela could go after Sophie and trap them, with Keefe, or they could try to take down the Black Swan and then they would have all the power. So there's just really interesting stuff going on here. I do want to touch on Morella really quick. One, I do think Morellin is a very strong possibility. Riley was, you know, hinting a little bit, he was just saying in a jokingly way, that Morella and Lynn were spending time together a lot, trying to like fuse their abilities. I wonder what that's all about because we haven't really heard anything of that. But I do think Morellin would be like a plausible like LGBTQ plus ship. Supposedly, I didn't read the unlocked paperback, so correct me in the comments, but there was some banter between Lynn and Stina, which I think would also be a really cute ship. But also going more into Morella, we need to find out Caprice Reddick and Duran Reddick and Morella Reddick's relationship and where they all stand on this war, because I think some of Morella's family has to be in the Neverseen or in the Black Swan. Like, I'm just confused. Like, either one of them is in the Collective or one of them is in the Black Swan. It would be too perfect if both Morella's parents were just like normal people, you know? Especially because Shannon recently named Caprice Reddick and Duran Reddick. Raises a major red flag in me. Like, Morella's parents might be more involved than we think. I'm not sure if we've ever found out Morella's dad's like power, but I feel like he was a guster. There's a guster in the Neverseen, so I'm really confused. Maybe Morella's dad could be in the Neverseen, but I always thought Morella's mom was in the Neverseen. I don't know. Lastly, in book 9, I think the Neverseen is going to make another like attack on one of the species. So we had the attack on like the ogres and the gnomes through the quarantine thing. We had the trolls in flashback, and we had the, what are the things called that go underneath? The dwarves in, you know, Legacy. So we've had all these different species attacked, but the only ones that haven't been really made an attack on are goblins and the elves themselves. So we have two like core species that are like still thriving. The other ones are kind of still, you know, rebuilding and repairing their relationships with everyone. And so I feel like the Neverseen might go for the goblins in this next book, or they might just do a huge attack like in book 10 on both the goblins and the Elven Council. But I really do think they are going to make an attack that's successful, and the Neverseen are going to take power for a little bit before Sophie and the Black Swan can, you know, crush the Neverseen Rebellion. I do think that the Neverseen will have some power, and there will be like some time of dystopia before the world is able to be saved. But I think that is about it for all my theories today. I hope you really enjoyed me inquiring about book 9. It is actually pretty close. It's like about 200 days away, I believe. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe down below for more content from us. We're like 10,100 subscribers. I remember like last week I was like, oh my gosh, we might be at 10,000. We're 10,100. We're working on some 10K special stuff. We're gonna try to do some merch stuff, maybe like a song and a Q&A. It's gonna be like pretty cool. So yeah, we're working on stuff like that, but it is busy over here. Anyways, make sure to pre-save my song. All the links in the description. All you have to do is put your email address in and I'll send you the teaser of the song. My camera's dying, so I hope you have a great day. Love you so much, and bye! Love you! See you in the next video.